Welcome all. Myself Dr. Dinesh Navle. In this video we are going to be discuss about some of the basic terminologies of the organic chemistry, in which we are going to be see exactly the bond fission, in which we are going to be discuss about the homolytic and heterolytic fission with the suitable examples. Now bond fission, in which we will see what is homolytic fission and what is the heterolytic fission with suitable examples we are going to be discuss during this video. So how organic reactions are going to be occurs? If we'll see the mechanism, organic reaction mechanism is nothing but it is a making and breaking of the bond. It is nothing but also the step by step explanation of the what is going to be happen during the course of the reaction. So that means in an organic reaction we see the transformation that has occurred. That means how starting material has been going to be converted into the product. The mechanism describes the steps behind the changes that we can observe. That means during organic reaction mechanism we are going to be get the different steps that are going to be involved while conversion of starting material into the product. Reactions occurs in a defined step that lead to form the reactant to the product. We classify the types of the steps in a sequence like steps involve either the formation or breaking of the covalent bond. That means in many of the organic reaction there is a formation of the bond as well as the breaking of the bond, and particularly a covalent bond is going to be involved. Steps can occur in individually or in combination with other steps. That means either only formation of bond or only breaking of the bond, or there can be the breaking as well as the formation of the bond. That multiple steps are going to be occurs in a single steps also. When several steps occurs at the same time, they are said to be a concerted reaction. So if we'll see organic reaction mechanism, in which we are going to be see that starting material A will be converted into the product B, in which there is no intermediate is going to be formed. That means A will be directly converted into the B. So this reaction might be the types of the concerted reaction. So in stepwise reaction, a starting material A will be first converted into the reactive intermediate, and then reactive intermediate will be converted into the product B. So this is a stepwise reaction. So that is the difference between concerted as well as the stepwise reaction. In concerted reaction, a starting material will directly converted into the product, while in stepwise reaction starting material will be first converted into the reactive intermediate, and then in a second step reactive intermediate will be converted into the expected product. So that reaction mechanism is nothing but it is simply the making and breaking of the bonds. A reaction mechanism is defined as it is a detailed description of how bonds are going to be broken and formed as the starting material is going to be converted into the product. A reaction can occur either in one step or the series of the steps. So this is a one step reaction, concerted reaction. This is a series of step reaction. This is a stepwise reaction. One step reaction is a concerted reaction in which no intermediates are involved, while concerted reaction there is a formation of the reactive intermediates will be there for the stepwise reaction. So now the bond breaking. Now the bond breaking, as we have discussed that organic reaction mechanism is nothing but the bond breaking as well as the bond making. So how the bonds are going to be break during the course of the reaction, and how the different intermediates are going to be formed. So now regardless of how many steps there are in a reaction, there are only two ways to break the bond. So bonds can be break either by the homolytic cleavage or heterolytic cleavage. That means the electrons in the covalent bond can be divided equally or they can be divided unequally between the two atoms of that particular covalent bond. So it will be either equal sharing of the electron after breaking of the bond, or it will be the unequal sharing of the bond after the breaking of the bond. So these are the only two ways of the breaking of the bond. So breaking a bond by equally dividing the electrons between the two atoms is the bond is called the homolytic cleavage or the homolysis. That means when a bond is going to be break between the two atoms like A and B, if that A and B is contain the covalent bond. That means there are the two electrons. So when bond is going to be break, two electrons will be shared equally by both atom A as well as the atom B. So it will be contained as the one electron on A and one electron on B. So it will give the formation of one electron to each, and this equal distribution of the electrons, and the process will be called as homolysis or homolytic. Homo means same. Both the atom is going to be share the same electron or equal electron. That's why it will be called the homolytic or the homolysis. And homolysis will be always responsible for the generation of uncharged reactive intermediate with unpaired electrons. So there is no charge as positive or negative. So these are the uncharged intermediate like the free radical, but they contain one unpaired electrons. So breaking of the bond by equally dividing the electrons between the two atoms is called the heterolysis or the heterolytic cleavage. When it is equally sharing of the electron, it is homolysis. But when it will the unequal sharing of the bonded electrons after breaking of the bond, it will be called the heterolysis or the heterolytic cleavage. So we are going to be observe A and B bond is going to be break. It is a covalent bond. It contains two electrons. So both electrons are going to be shared unequally. That means in one case B will contain both electrons. That time it will form as the B minus, and charge on the A will be the A plus. And when A is going to be contain both electron, it will form as the A minus, and charge on the B as the B plus. That means either any one of the atom A or B is going to be take both electron during the heterolytic cleavage, and during heterolytic cleavage there is a formation of the charge spaces like plus and minus. That means heterolysis of the bond between A and B can give either A or the B with the two electron. If it is a two electron on B, it will be ended as the negative charge, and if it is a two electron on A, it will be ended as the negative charge on A. So that means heterolytic cleavage or heterolysis will be responsible for generation of the charge intermediate. So how the bond is going to be break? By heterolytic cleavage. So this is the bonded electron between A and B. Two electrons are there. If it will be heterolytic cleavage, both electrons will be shared on B. It will form as the B minus, and a remaining charge will be on what? Will be the A plus. And if both electron will be shared on A, it will form A minus, and charge left on the B will be the B plus. And that positively charged species during the heterolytic cleavage will be termed as the carbocation, whereas the negatively charged species will be termed as the carbanion. So that means heterolytic cleavage or heterolysis will be responsible for the charge intermediate like the carbocation and carbanion. Whereas in case of the homolytic cleavage, a bonded electron between A and B bond will be equally shared by the A as well as the B. So there is only one electron on A as well as only one electron on B. That means homolytic cleavage will give the formation of the uncharged species with one unpaired electron, and that is called as what? Free radical. That means homolysis will generate the free radical. Curved arrow are always going to be indicate the breaking and formation of the bond. So bonds are going to be very important. So now to illustrate the movement of the single electron during the homolytic cleavage, we are going to utilize the single electron transfer. That bond will be called as a half-headed curved arrow, and sometime that arrow will be called as fish hook arrow. And during heterolytic cleavage, a full-headed arrow is going to be utilized that indicate the movement of an electron pair. That means curved arrow are going to be having the very important role or the important significance during the homolytic or the heterolytic cleavage. So in which we are going to be see that it is a fully headed arrow. That means both the electron will be shared by the B. It will form as the B minus is there. So we have to consider it as the B minus, whereas A will be contained as the A plus, which is a fully headed arrow is going to be utilized. When it is a homolysis or a homolytic cleavage, this is a half-filled arrow is there or the half-headed arrow is there, and this arrow is also called as what? Fish hook arrow. Now fish hook arrow will be indicate what? transfer of one electron. So that will give the formation of the free radical. So reaction intermediate, heterolysis will generate the carbocation or the carbanion, which are the unstable intermediates. We are going to be observed during heterolytic cleavage. So this is like alkyl halide or any of the Z group as the living group. So in which we are going to be observed how carbon Z bond is going to be break by the fully headed arrow. That means both electron from the carbon Z bond will be shared by the Z. It will form as the Z minus, and charge left on the carbon will be the plus. So it will be called as the carbocation, and Z will be called as the carbanion. That means heterolytic or the heterolysis will be responsible for the carbocation as well as the carbanion intermediate. This is also going to be observed here. When both electron will be shared on Z will be the by carbon, it will form as a carbon as a minus charge. So it is a carbanion. So heterolytic cleavage or heterolysis will be give the formation of the ionic intermediate like carbocation and carbanion. So carbocation contains a carbon surrounded only by 6 electron, and the carbanion has a negative charge. So carbocation is a positively charged species, while the carbanion is the negatively charged species. Whereas homolysis or the homolytic cleavage, in which we are going to be observed there is a carbon Z bond is there, which is going to be break by the homolysis or the half-headed arrow, which is also called as the Fishhook arrow. That means a bonded electron between carbon and Z bond will be shared equally by the carbon as well as the Z. So there is a one electron will become on carbon and one electron will become on the Z. So whenever there is only one electron will be on the carbon, it will be termed as a free radical. And also there is a formation of free radical intermediate. And the arrow used is what? It is a half-headed arrow. That means during the homolytic cleavage or homolysis, there is a formation of the uncharged species with one electron or the unpaired electron, which is called as the free radical. So that during this video we have discussed about how the bonds are going to be break during the organic reaction mechanism. There are the two possibilities of the breaking of the bond, either homolytic cleavage or heterolytic cleavage. Homolytic cleavage will give the formation of the uncharged species like free radical with one electron on a intermediate species, whereas heterolytic cleavage or heterolysis will give the formation of the carbocation or the carbanion as the intermediate. If you like the content of this video, you can share this video as well as you can subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.